I'm going to give you one straight lesson on success. The story behind this was, last time I went to the Himalayas and I met a monk. And the monk taught me this one single exercise, which is really awesome. Everybody stand up for just 1 second. I won't make you dance. Stand up. Awesome. Now, put one hand up and point one finger. Now put the other hand up and point the other finger up. Now you get both of that straight down. Okay, now the trick here is you need to focus on an object. Let it be me. Now look through that gap and look at me. Focus. Focus. Okay, now that I have all your attention, thank you very much. Sit down. So, I haven't really been to the Himalayas and I've never met a monk, but I'd like to. What is success? You, beautiful lady right there in the white, please stand up. Yes, you. You're also beautiful. What is success for you? Hey, relax. Yeah, 1 second. Yeah, doing what you like. 1 second. Where's that handsome man who's making that incredible noise like, ah, from the back? Where is he? If you're here, please stand up and tell me what success is for you. Nabba? Okay, so it's very clear that his idea of success is very different from hers. We don't know what it is, but it's different. So, I saw you. Now you'll get caught. Okay, point is, what success is to you is different for me, is different for you. So it's subjective. Success is like standing on top of a mountain or a little hill. But then that's a fleeting moment. You look down upon that hill. That's where the beauty is, the view. The journey you took, the climb to that, those relationships you made on that journey, those skills you learned, those hearts you broke, those relationships you made. That's where the beauty is. And finally, the tools that you use to become successful. That is what's going to help you scale more mountains, more hills. Now let's talk about those tools. Being a director, I've learned 3 tools. There might be hundreds and thousands, and too many wise people know too many things, but I think I know 3. So we'll talk about that. First tool is honesty. Honesty, I'm not saying you have to become like Mahatma Gandhi or you have to only say the truth. We're not talking about that kind of honesty. I'll tell you what I'm talking about. Now, let's say you wanted to bunk college, or you were an OD, or you didn't finish your paper. You go up to your sir, your professor, and you say, "Sir, we'll have party." And this has happened to your party 100 times when your party is still alive and cooking sambar sadam at home for you. The fact is, your professor knows you're lying. You're lying through your nose, but you say it with so much conviction and truth that you'll cry if you stand there any longer. So now he is forced to believe that lie, and it actually becomes the truth. He actually believes you because you believed it in your heart and soul that whatever you said, you believed that in your heart and soul that it was true. Well, I see that some people it hasn't worked. The professors have become wiser. So I'll give you a better example. One of the best places you can learn honesty from is from animals, from dogs. I have dogs at home, about 5. I've grown up with a lot of dogs in my house, and they're beautiful. I learned honesty from them. My mom had this garden full of roses, and we discovered that, the roses were disappearing. We had a rose thief in the house. Now, I had a Great Dane for a dog. He looked like a horse, really well built, huge, more like you, but no, that's a compliment. You look really good, man. I'm saying you look good. So just stand up. Stand up once again. You on the gray shirt. Stand up. Stand up. Yes, you only. Big hand to him, please. Relax. So, he looked like a horse, but his heart was like a rabbit. Now this dog, my mom went upstairs and she discovered that all the dogs were standing around the garden, rose garden. She knew someone ate the rose. All the dogs had guilty faces, but the Great Dane stood there solid like, I didn't do anything. But then, one thing gave him up. One small problem. There was a rose petal on his nose. So, I learned that you can for lack of bull, I can't say the rest, so I'll say cake for being politically correct. So you can lie, but you can be very honest about it. It's about communication. Who is that? Please carry on. Do it. I like it. Yeah. Honesty. The kind of honesty I'm talking about is having heart and soul and conviction in what you believe in. If you're really sure about yourself, about what you want to say, now that is honesty. You need to have that in you, in whatever you do. That is honesty. So it is not saying the truth, but believing in yourself. As an actor, we have a few seconds to hours on stage. And we have that little time frame within which we need to convince you that I'm going through something. I'm depressed, I lost my mother. I need to make you feel that. As an actor, I need to make you feel that. After a while, I need to take you on that ride with me. You need to start thinking, you know what, I am going through this. I'm going through his emotion. You need to feel that. That is the job of an actor. We have that little time frame to make you feel that. Sooner or later, what happens? You start to think, I can understand what he's going through. I feel it. You almost feel like you're on the journey with me. You're on the journey with the actor. Then you suddenly feel like, I see myself in him. Then you suddenly feel like, I love this actor. That's how Vijay, Vikram, Surya, you love these guys because you can relate to them at some level. Yaar Surya fan yaar paenge? Awesome. Kamal Hassan. Yes, of course. Okay, point being, very simply, point being, actors, their job is to help you relate to them. Truth, honesty. That's where it comes from. Yaar ba de, and. Okay. Now, the second tool. It's a very tricky tool. It's called the emotional bank. Imagine a bank where it's filled with money and they give you loan for free. Let me explain this a little further. As actors, I met a very famous filmmaker who told me one thing. He said, if you're an actor, go live your life. By saying live your life, it meant doing things. Doing things means there is no mistake, there is no right thing, wrong thing, good thing, bad thing. They are just experiences. Do it. Just live your life, because I'll tell you what that will teach you. If you've never cheated, if you've never felt guilty, if you've never made a sacrifice for a friend, you never know that emotion. You don't know how beautiful that is. As an actor, we all need to have that experience, that emotional bank, which we draw from so we can give you an honest performance. But for real life people, what happens? What happens to you? Let's say you cheated once. You're feeling guilty. Now that emotion is going into your emotional bank. You made this great sacrifice for your friend. You feel so good about it. That emotion goes to your bank. Okay? Now in the future, you're going to be faced with another situation. A very similar challenge. Now what do? Logic always goes out of the bloody window. Logic is something that scientists can talk about, but it goes out of the window where the heart is involved. Okay? So what happens? You suddenly draw that emotional connect from your bank when you're in that similar situation. And now you make a calculated decision. Should I do this or should I not? Why? Because that decision that you make, you can connect to on an emotional level because you have an emotional bank. So there is no mistake. Live your life. Do things. Don't worry about who's going to say this is wrong, this is right. It's all man-made. It's all perception. It's how you look at it. Live your life. Do things, but have your own call on what is right, what is wrong. No one says that to you. That's yours. Now the third thing. This one, my dear friends, this is the coolest of all. Okay? It might sound a little arrogant, but it's the best of all. Everybody wants it at some level, even if subconsciously you are trying to say, no, I don't want this, you will want it subconsciously, and everyone can have it. What do you think it is? What do you think it is? Money. Yes, I think money we all need. Something else? One tool on your journey to success. Okay, before you judge what I'm going to say, hear me out. It's good looks. It's looking good. Because looking good is awesome. Looking good is awesome, but looking good has very little to do with what you wear, the amount of hair on your head, the shape of your nose or your lips. It has nothing to do with all of that. It is attitude. Looking good is an attitude. We spoke about honesty in the start, the first tool. If you honestly, in your heart, in your mind, believe, no, if you know you're beautiful, you're good looking, everybody else around you will agree with the fact that you are beautiful, you are good looking. And that is honesty and self-belief. That's awesome. Now you got honesty, you got good looks, you got, what's the one in the center? Emotional bank. You know what all this helps you become? A good communicator. Your interpersonal skills. You need to be, we grow up in colleges which say you can't talk to girls. Girls sit separately, boys sit separately. What are you preparing today's child for? What are you doing to him or her? Tomorrow he's going to go, you're going to say, okay, don't talk to this girl, you can't touch her, you can't see her. Tomorrow go get married to this girl. What is he going to do with his wife? What does he know? On the first night, what is he going to do? What is he going to talk about? Now that is interpersonal skill, interpersonal communication. You need to start developing that. So remember, guys, you got 3 weapons with you. You got honesty, you got your bank, your emotional bank, and then what's the last one? You got good looks. So with your stunning good looks and your honesty and that bank, next time you find yourself in a situation when someone says, do not talk to a girl, do not talk to a boy, question them, why not? That's it. Thank you very much. Thank you.